Brazier. He was a 2-year-old boy that passed away from leukemia back in 2017. But the first Team Blake golf tournament was thrown by friends and family hoping to raise money for his treatment. It's a memory that Blake's mom, Jacqueline, cherishes to this day.
We were released from the hospital 2 days prior, so we showed up with Blake, and just to see everybody's faces surprised, and he was, you know, the little celebrity. Everybody wanted pictures with him, and he got to ride around on a golf cart all day, which is one of his favorite things to do.
After Blake passed away, Jacqueline started the Team Blake Foundation. Through fundraisers like the golf tournament, Team Blake raises money to help families by paying for things like rent, hospital bills, or travel expenses associated with treatment. Now, the tournament itself is a 4-person scramble, double shotgun start. There are 36 teams in the morning and 29 in the afternoon, so there are definitely still some slots available if you are a golf enthusiast or just want to give to a good cause. So I'll post information on how you can register and be a part of this tournament over on our website, ksnt.com. Live in Southeast Topeka, James Ryan, KSNT.
Well, it is a terrific event, no doubt about that. Thank you, James. And the 5th annual Team Blake Memorial Golf Classic again is Sunday. Tee off at 7 in the morning. Shawnee Country Club at 29th and Adams in Topeka. And Becky actually promises really good weather for that, too.
Yeah, it should be really good. The sunshine will return, thank goodness. But I feel like we can tell what the weather is doing outside right now based on if James has gloves on or not.
True. We're not quite as chilly, maybe.
Yep, we're a little bit warmer this morning than where we've been the last few days. So we've got some clouds around still, though. We've also got that mist and drizzle across the area. So here's a look outside of our Lawrence camera. You can see just how low those clouds are this morning. We've got another look out of our West Topeka camera where those clouds still across the area, and we also have that mist and drizzle too showing up here in Topeka. Now, as we go throughout the rest of today, we will see that rain continuing to spread up to the north and east. Already seeing some rain showers in our far western and southwestern counties, including Morris County, Lyon County. You're getting ready to see some light rain showers too. We've got some showers moving up through Clay County this morning, and we've got widespread cloud cover elsewhere across northeast Kansas, and we just have to wait because we'll all have that chance for some scattered showers coming up through the rest of the morning and afternoon. Temperatures are in the low to mid 50s this morning. We're sitting at 55 in Topeka, Manhattan, and Emporia. We're at 52 degrees in Marysville and Clay Center, and 54 in Hiawatha, Junction City, and Concordia. Now, going through the rest of the day for your bus stop forecast, you've got one more day of taking your umbrellas and your jackets to school because we've got those light rain showers possible as you're heading on the school bus. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 50s, and then coming home today will be slightly warmer. We should make it up into the low to mid 60s today. And the good news is we've got the return of the sunshine coming up for your weekend. Perfect for some outdoor activities. We'll have some warmer temperatures too.
Well, there you go. If that doesn't get you excited for football and it's all finally back, nothing will. Kansas City Chiefs are off to a hot start after getting that big win last night against the Houston Texans, the final 34-20. Now, this is a season unlike any other. There's the pandemic, players fighting for racial justice, and getting back into the grind just to defend the Super Bowl championship title. The end zone also has a new look this year. Ground crews were busy at Arrowhead Stadium to paint on 2 different slogans, one saying, "It takes all of us," and the other says, "End racism." Those messages are a part of the league-wide effort by the NFL announced earlier this summer, and it's just one of the details in a series of social justice initiatives that the league is planning. As players across the NFL openly fight for racial justice across our country, many traditions and symbols for the Kansas City Chiefs are coming into question. New this morning, reporter Matt Stewart from our sister station explains how the Chiefs came into its name and why it probably won't change.
It's called the Tribe of Mickasay, an honor society for Boy Scouts where they learn Native American history, wear Native American gear, and dance traditional Native American dances.
The Tribe of Mickasay, essentially, it's a made-up Native American tribe that H. Bartle came up with for his Boy Scout troop.
Bartle spent time in Wyoming with the Arapaho Nation back in the 1920s and learned about their culture. He then took that knowledge and created the Tribe of Mickasay to fuel more interest in Native Americans and Boy Scouts.
They were really taught about this culture from a place of admiration and respect. A lot of them didn't learn any of this in school.
They called Bartle Chief since he founded the tribe of Mickasay, and the nickname suited him well.
He was 6'3" and 300 pounds for most of his life, so he was a pretty big gentleman. From all accounts, Atro Bartle was, he had a great personality. He was just this larger-than-life character, and I think that's what swayed.
When Lamar Hunt looked to move his Dallas Texans football team to a new city, Mayor Bartle made a convincing pitch to bring the team here. But they couldn't call them the Kansas City Texans. They needed a new name.
So he changed it to the Kansas City Chiefs as a way to honor Atro Bartle, as well as the Native American culture and people that were here before us.
This was the first logo for the team. By today's standards, it's very insensitive. Lamar quickly did away with that caricature and went with the logo we know today.
I'm glad that we've gone away from that and we just have the K and the C. I think that is a lot more respective towards Native American cultures.
Yeah, very interesting story on that part. And Kansas City football means tailgating. That's another aspect of all of this. But this year, not nearly as many cars can park in the Arrowhead parking lot. So fans kicked off the season doing some home gating too. It's the same concept, but you do it safely from your own home. And some local Chiefs fans watching football means so much more this season than in years past.
To me, it's more than just food. It's more than just family. It's football. It's everything coming together and cheering for your team and making sure that, we're in a safe environment, making sure that we're all having fun and, together, because we haven't been able to do anything like this for a long time. So, and we didn't even know if we were going to be able to have this year. So to be able to even do this, it's a blessing.
Leading up to the game, some fans actually spent time preparing food, watching their favorite team highlights, and talking about their fantasy drafts. Well, if there's one thing Chiefs Kingdom does really well, it's showing up for the team, whether that's at Arrowhead, at home, or at a local business. Fans packed Skinny Sports Bar and Grill in West Topeka. The watch party looked a little different than years past, with all the masks being worn and also some social distancing, but fans were just excited to see their favorite Chiefs players back on the screen. And of course, they shared their predictions for the season, and that's what we think sets the Chiefs Kingdom apart from the rest of the league.
I think our team chemistry is good, and we'll gel together real fast, real nice, and get pretty far.
They have their gear, the lights are on, they gather in the parking lot. Everybody, it's like everybody has a common goal. They want them to win, yeah. So it's fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun, and let's hope all the predictions come true. Well, President Trump is defending himself in recent allegations that he said downplayed the coronavirus. And coming up, we hear from the president as he details the phone calls and why he says he needed to stay confident during the pandemic.
And we have a chance for some scattered showers going throughout the day today. Eventually, those will start to taper on off for us, and we'll actually have one more very slight chance for an isolated shower or storm late tomorrow afternoon. And then after that, we have several days of sunshine. We'll talk about that coming up.
Good morning. You're watching KSNT News at 6 with David George and Storm Track meteorologist Becky Taylor.
When it comes to cremation and funeral services, North Topeka chooses Parker Price. The compassionate and understanding staff have served North Topeka and surrounding communities for generations. The spacious reception center is the perfect place to gather with family and friends. Whether you're planning ahead or after a loss, come see why Parker Price is North Topeka's choice.
Responsible spending. Not exactly what either party in Washington is known for, but it's always been the hallmark of Dr. Barbara Bollier. In the state legislature, she worked with both parties to balance the budget and voted to establish a rainy day fund to help us manage moments like this. A sensible centrist. A leading moderate voice. That's who Barbara's always been, and that's the kind of U.S. Senator she'll be.
I'm Barbara Bollier, and I approve this message.
Murdoch Manhattan Chevrolet Cadillac, your place for an extensive inventory of new and used and certified pre-owned vehicles. Locally owned since 1982, right here in Manhattan. Come in today and ask for one of our expert sales consultants to help you find the perfect ride. No matter what type of vehicle you're looking for, we have the selection to fit your lifestyle. Don't forget about our expert service department. Call today and schedule your service. Murdoch Chevrolet Cadillac, Highway 24 and McCall Road, or murdochmanhattan.com.
There's a lot of uncertainty right now, but one thing you can be certain about, the University of Kansas Health System St. Francis campus is still one of the safest places you can be. We've always maintained high standards of safety and infection prevention, and today we're doing even more so our patients feel safe. If you or a loved one need medical care, especially for an emergency such as chest pain or stroke symptoms, don't wait. Go to the University of Kansas Health System St. Francis campus and feel safe in our care.
CashNetUSA.com, man. I help when money's tight.
If approved, you may get the money you need as soon as the same business day. Get the cash you need fast. Apply online today. Go to CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Our most talked about guests.
What would your guess be if we'd be together today or not?
I would have given it about a -2.
Are back.
If he didn't change, he was going to die.
All new Dr. Phil.
Today at 3 on KSNT. You're watching KSNT News at 6. Winner of the regional Edward R. Murrow Award for continuing coverage.
Good Friday morning. It's currently 11 minutes past the hour on this 11th day of the month. Well, we're less than 8 weeks out from the election, and the president is actually defending himself against tapes that show, in his own words, that he misled the American people about the threat of coronavirus. The tapes were recorded by journalist Bob Woodward for a new book, and they include the president saying that last winter the virus was in the air and more deadly than the flu, and later admitting that he severely downplayed the virus. But the president said that was to avoid causing a panic. At yesterday's press briefing, he defended what he said.
I didn't lie. What I said is we have to be calm. We can't be panicked. I knew that the tapes these were a series of phone calls that we had, mostly phone calls. What I went out and said is very simple. Listen, what I went out and said is very simple. I want to show a level of confidence, and I want to show strength as a leader, and I want to show that our country is going to be fine one way or the other.
Now, we're months into this pandemic now, and the nation's top doctor says he's learned a lot of lessons so far. Dr. Anthony Fauci, he leads the White House Coronavirus Task Force. He says his big takeaway all these months later is to never underestimate the potential of a pandemic. He recently spoke to some Harvard medical students, and Dr. Fauci says he expects to see an increase of cases into fall, but he's still optimistic that we'll have a vaccine by the end of the year.
If you look at the sequence of the maps, of the heat maps, it's whack-a-mole. You know, the southern states up, it goes down. You get Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri goes up, goes down, and now we're looking at the Dakotas and the northwestern part. It's really, quite frankly, depressing to see that because you know what's ahead.
Dr. Fauci also says one reason he expects to see an increase of cases is the cooler weather of fall, and that leads to more indoor activities for people that could lead to the spread of the virus. Right now, officials find over 47,200 cases in Kansas, along with more than 30,300 people who have recovered. But unfortunately, 503 people have died from coronavirus. Now, in the past few days, there's a little downward trend right there. But this is the 14-day new case average. There are still plenty of new cases each and every day, and we are well ahead of what we did roughly 2 months ago. The governor is asking for the state of emergency order to be extended when the news continues, the approaching deadline, and who must approve disaster declarations.
And it has been a very chilly week across northeast Kansas. We came off that really warm Labor Day weekend, and then our temperatures just dropped throughout the first part of this week. We have one more chilly day to get through, but then we start to warm things back up closer to where they should be for this time of the year. We'll talk more about that and if we can expect any more rain coming up.
There's no such thing as a pretty eater.
You're a pretty messy eater.
I'm more of like a neat eater. I work and eat in the car, so nobody can see that. Oh my God.
How are you guys eating so slow? I'm almost done. No, you have a giant mouth.
Update your floors with Mohawk from Menards. Choose from waterproof vinyl plank, durable laminate, or soft, rich carpet. Get 11% off all Mohawk flooring. Over 120 in-stock Sylvania LED bulbs are 11% off. These 4 packs of LED bulbs use 85% less energy than standard 60-watt bulbs, just $444 after 11% rebate. Save with 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Anything I can help you locate today?
Yeah, I'm looking for some grass seed, but I can never figure out which type to buy.
At Premier Farm at Home, you can pick your grass seed out of a field instead of off a shelf.
Really? You can do that?
At Premier, you can.
That'd be great.
Let me take you to our plots.
Everyone has lawn problems. At Premier Farm and Home, we see it as an opportunity to earn your trust.
This is so helpful.
Only place in the Midwest.
With each problem we help you solve, you'll gain confidence and find that no one can take care of your lawn like you can.
Start earning entries September 1st, and you may be a happy camper in your own Coachman RV from Olathe Ford.
Every single morning and again at night, you should always brush your teeth from the left to the right. Fight cavities and get your checkups on. Etiquette, caring office with us lots of fun. Do you take most insurance? Yeah, you bet. Quality care with Medicaid? Oh, yeah. But not just teeth, get those eyes checked too. Seeing is believing, boy, I ain't no fool. Yeah. Captain Smile says, brush your teeth.
Adventure Dental and Vision makes it easy to get your kids the care they need. Call or go online today.
Brush your teeth.
Are you questioning what to do about your education? Whether you're considering a bachelor's, master's, doctorate, or even a certificate program, Baker offers small class sizes, faculty with real experience, and a community that's well connected. We aren't going anywhere. Are you?
Need help with your money? Join us for Financial Insights, Wednesdays at 7 on Fox 43 AM Live, sponsored by Lord's Financial Planning.
So you could have chocolate, you could have a marshmallow, you could have a graham cracker.
But they're just ingredients.
Yes, until you actually melt them together.
Turn up the heat.
They're not a s'more.
No.
This is a s'more.
Toasted s'more shake.
Emporia Weather Cam, sponsored by Emporia State University.
Welcome back. It's time for our What's the Buzz segment, and we're going to check in with our friends over at Magic 107.7, and I actually remembered to do a Facebook Friday question today, so if you want to vote on it, you can head over to my Facebook page. It's meteorologist Becky Taylor, but I want to know today, when do you start decorating for Halloween? Is it October 1st, sometime during September, or when you can first feel that, first chill that comes into the air?
I honestly wait till I feel the first chill come into the air. And it also kind of depends on when I can already see the good deals happening in the stores.
Oh, yes. Good point.
There you go.
Well, the answer I'm going to give you is I'm going to decorate when it gets chilly in the air. Christy wanted to go get a pumpkin and decorate yesterday. And I told her, pumpkin's going to die. It's going to get hot.
Well, it will rot. If you carve it, it will rot very quickly. You always want to wait about 3 to 5 days prior before doing any of that. But you could have it sitting out maybe. For me, it's probably a week or two. Christmas is earlier for me, but I don't get a huge jump on Halloween.
Yeah, and I do this combo situation where I decorate for fall like September 1. And then I'll wait a little bit, and then when I feel the urge, I get this Halloween urge.
You start adding
and
things
adding
to
a little bit of Halloween into it.
Nice.
All right, well, happy decorating.
You bet. And we've had the chill in the air, so chances are
people are probably feeling it.
They're doing it right now.
Yeah,
this weekend there'll be stuff all over the place.
Yep.
But again, on outside for holidays, you always want to do those lights outside too when you get nicer weather. Don't wait too long when it's icy and snowy.
And then that's just miserable.
Yeah, you don't have to turn them on early, but you might want to put them up.
Yeah, but we do have another chilly day to get through, but then it's going to start feeling a little more like it's supposed to for this time of the year, so maybe not get too ahead of yourselves with those fall decorations just yet. We've got a look at our satellite and radar where we do have some rain moving in from the south and west, coming in from south central Kansas and Oklahoma this morning. We'll continue to see that rain streaming in as we go throughout the next few hours or so, but we're already starting to see some light showers beginning in Morris County. Junction City, you're probably getting in on some light rain showers this morning too, making its way up towards Manhattan, and eventually we'll start to see these showers across all of northeast Kansas going throughout the rest of this morning into this afternoon. So here's your future track. This model run is not picking up on that rain just yet. I think it's a couple hours too slow. So we'll just pay attention to the direction and the movement of these rain showers and how quickly they get out of here. So this is at 11:30 a.m. We're already seeing the showers this morning, so we'll continue to see that moving off to the north and east. So I think by about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon, we'll start to see these showers tapering off for us, and then we'll actually start to see our clouds beginning to clear out as well later on tonight. And especially after midnight, if we can get some clearing to take place, we'll probably see some fog developing, and that's what our future track is picking up on this morning. You can see that area of dense fog mainly across the eastern half of northeast Kansas, and then we'll have a slight chance for an isolated shower or storm as that cold front that we're expecting to come through late tomorrow afternoon into the evening pushes through. That's just a very slight chance for an isolated shower or storm, mainly in the eastern half of the area, but then behind that we'll have clear skies and a lot of sunshine expected through the rest of the weekend and eventually into next week as well. So here's a look at some of that fog that we're expecting early tomorrow morning. The darker yellow colors indicating more dense fog that could be in place. So we'll be watching this carefully early tomorrow morning. If you have any travel plans, just be aware of that. You might have to give yourselves a few extra minutes and keep those low beams on throughout tomorrow morning. That should start to taper off through the mid-morning hours, and eventually we'll have mostly sunny skies to partly cloudy skies throughout the afternoon. Temperatures right now are in the low to mid 50s and will continue to warm things up today. We'll actually be slightly warmer than we've been the last few days, so temperatures are expected in the low to mid 60s today. Tonight we should drop back into the middle 50s, and then for tomorrow we'll actually be able to make it up into the upper 70s and low 80s, and it feels like it's been forever since we've gotten out of those 50s as we go throughout the next couple of days. So we'll continue to see our temperatures warming up, especially as we go throughout Sunday. We'll be slightly cooler, and then we'll slowly warm things up through the first half of the week into the lower 80s. Our average high temperature for this time of the year is 82 degrees, so we'll be right on par with that as we go throughout next week.
Gosh, we get past midday Saturday. It's smooth sailing.
Yep, lots of sunshine. I can't wait.
That looks incredibly nice. All right, we have two Chiefs fans for our cute kids of the day. A brother and sister duo. They're Ashley Cunningham's kiddos.
And Mom says they're ready for the football season and to cheer on their Chiefs, and you can tell with their outfits. They look so adorable. If you want your kid featured on our show, just head on over to KSNT.com, go to the news tab, and click on Cute Kids.
Yeah, I think Mom said say cheese. And say Chiefs, too. All right, when we come back, we're going to welcome the chair of the Sertoma Great Topeka Duck Race, and you'll hear how you can adopt a duck and where all the proceeds go after the race is done.
I've been coloring, texturizing, and sculpting hair for 25 years. I also do eyebrow waxing, beard trims, even updos for their special occasions.
You've known Brown's Tree Service to take care of all your tree needs, but did you know that we also sell mulch and premier topsoils? Bring your own truck and we'll load it, or let us deliver a truckload of mulch or topsoil right to your location. For a better quality mulch, we supply double-screened hardwood mulch. Brown's Tree Service is licensed and insured and can take care of everything in your lawn, from the very top of your trees down to your topsoil. Give Brown's Tree Service a call today.
Barbara Bollier claims to be a sensible centrist, but when you pull back the curtain, she's way out of touch with Kansas. Bollier voted against a bill to ban abortion after 21 weeks, when there's already a heartbeat, when there are already fingers and toes. So extreme is her position, only 27 other legislators voted with her. Barbara Bollier's support for late-term abortions is extreme and just wrong for Kansas. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
And the winner is Blind Tiger Brewery, Champion Brewmaster, and Champion Brewery, World Beer Cup 2014.
Our beer has always been the best in Topeka and in Kansas. Now we're the best in the world.
At the World Beer Cup 2014, we were presented the Gold Award for our Munich Dunkless, the Silver Award for our Maibach, World Champion Brewmaster, and World Champion Brewery.
We brew this delicious beer, not for the accolades, but because it's from our heart.
Indulge in fine craft beer. Blind Tiger. We have a passion for beer.
Helping Hand Home Care provides excellent care, reliability, and compassion towards you and your loved ones.
They've done a wonderful job. They're very empathetic.
Locally owned and with local caregivers, and Helping Hand provides bathing, dressing, medication reminders, transportation, respite care, meal prep, light housekeeping, and much more. Call today for a free assessment with no obligation. Respectful, compassionate, attentive care. At Helping Hand Home Care, you can depend on us.
Get the best. Call a Helping Hand.
At Inside Edition, we don't just report the news. We go where the news is happening. Inside Edition.
Weekdays at 2 on KSNT.
Happy Friday. This is KSNT News. The 2020 Sertoma Great Topeka Duck Race Chair is joining us live this morning from our remote studio. Julie, good morning.
Good morning, David. Thanks for having me on this morning.
Oh, you bet. Now, it's just over a week before the ducks hit the water. You have some targets, I'm sure, as you approach, as you go week to week. How are sales to this point?
This year they're down a little bit for lots of reasons. Obviously, COVID is a factor. Our sales teams, many times our school groups, and that's a difficult thing this year. So we really need Topeka to step up and help us sell more ducks. We've got about 3,000 or 4,000 in the barrel, and we've got another 6 or 7 to go. So we need lots of help.
We do. We need a big push here. Now, what changes have been made to the event due to the pandemic, both on what people can do before and what they can do actually on race day?
Before race day, would be best to adopt your ducks online at topekaduckrace.org. The day of the event, we unfortunately aren't able to offer the children's activities that we always do, which is really a fun part of it, but it's just not a safe thing for the community or for our volunteers to do that. We are going to have the race itself. The ducks will drop in the water at 10 o'clock on September 19th, but the activities won't be able to happen this year.
Now, you certainly have a slew of sponsors and some nice prizes to give away, so explain that to us.
We do. Laird Noller Ford has again provided us with a beautiful car, a 2012 Ford Focus hatchback. They've been a sponsor with us for a couple of decades. KSNT has been with us for more than 20 years as well. This is our 25th anniversary, so Scotch Cleaners, Silver Lake Bank, Shawnee County Parks and Rec, Topeka Capital Journal. We've had some sponsors with us all 25 years. We're so appreciative of that. We have great prizes as well as the car, $500 shopping sprees at grocery stores, and a lot of great activities for families to do, and a chance at $1 million as well.
Oh my goodness. Now, a lot of folks, when they're going to purchase something, they want to know, I'm supporting a cause. So where do the proceeds go when the race is done?
You bet. Sertoma is the sponsor of the duck race. We've hosted it all 25 years, and our primary beneficiary is Big Brothers Big Sisters, but we also support a lot of other children's charities that you know, like the Boys and Girls Club, Capper Foundation, Let's Help, Meals on Wheels, the Rescue Mission. All of the beneficiaries are listed on our website as well.
Wow, it is a good cause. So many people are helped out by this. So we're roughly a week out because it's going to be a week from tomorrow. How can we get ducks in these final days again?
Final days, the best way to do it is to go online at our website, topekaduckrace.org. Actually, a lot of those nonprofits I mentioned and many more have formed a team online. So if you see a favorite nonprofit, jump on their team and adopt ducks to support them, as well as all the great causes that Topeka supports. All of our sponsors are listed on the website as well, and duck race adoption certificates, the paper certificates, are also at all of our sponsor locations. If you feel more comfortable picking up a piece of paper, filling it out, and mailing it in, we've still got plenty of time to do that.
Julie, thank you so much for your time. I wish Sertoma much success with the event. And remember that you can join Erin LaRoe at 7 for Fox 43 AM Live when she talks with Julie Moore about the various prizes and how the winners will be announced.
And yesterday we made it up into the mid to upper 50s. That's still well below where we should be for this time of the year. Our average high is 82 degrees. We're actually way closer to our average low temperature of 58. But our sunrise today doesn't happen until 7 o'clock, so it keeps getting later and later and darker out there. We'll talk about when we can expect temperatures to warm up for the weekend coming up.
A wet basement, failing foundation, or damaged concrete leads to decreased value and loss of pride in your home. These issues won't get better with time, but they will get better with us. Visit us at gothrasher.com to set up a free custom consultation for your home today.
Mouth-watering, enticing, satisfying. Taco Villa. Since 1973, Taco Villa has been serving up their own style of delectable Mexican food. From the thing, to the nacho platter, to the low-carb salad, and everything in between. Taco Villa satisfies. Take it to the next level and smother anything in our famous signature chili con queso. Get your fix. Dine in, carry out, or call ahead with your order. Taco Villa on 21st next to the toy store.
From prom dresses to soccer practices and new adventures. You hope the more you give, the less they'll miss. But even if your teen was vaccinated against meningitis in the past, they may be missing vaccination for meningitis B. Let's help protect them together. Because missing Men B vaccination could mean missing out on a whole lot more. Ask your doctor if your teen is missing meningitis B vaccination.
Education is life itself. You never stop learning. So make the most of it, everywhere.
So I'm gonna hold on promoting you this quarter.
Drop the taco. Get in the car.
Does this Sentra feel like a compromise to you? The handling, it's good, right? No compromise there.
Watch this.
Brief. Rear automatic braking. So if this Nissan Sentra isn't going to compromise, why should you?
The all-new Nissan Sentra with more standard safety features than any other car in its class. Get a low $209 per month lease on Sentra or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 14 models.
Looking for something refreshing? The next Ellen has some of the biggest stars.
3 words that best describe you.
Here's Steve Carell.
Today at 4 on KSNT. The Jefferson Awards, sponsored by Azura Credit Union. To nominate a volunteer, go to ksnt.com.
Good Friday morning along with Becky. I'm David. It is Patriot Day, a day of service and remembrance as well. And I can't believe 19 years ago, the attacks on America, I was walking my daughter to kindergarten. Some older kid flew by on a bicycle and say a plane hit a building in New York City. Not thinking much about it, dropped her off, went home, turned on the TV, and I was dumbfounded and literally sat in the floor, collapsed for like hours just staring at the TV.
Yeah, I remember walking to school that morning and then going into class, and all the teachers had their TVs on, and we just sat there for 2 hours at least watching the coverage, and then we all got sent home. So a lot of people do remember that really well and really vividly if you lived through it.
Yeah, such a sad day, and of course you can do your part throughout the day by taking a moment to remember what happened and to cheer on first responders too who sacrificed so much.
Oh, for sure.
So we're trying to get a better day today, but we don't get it until late tomorrow.
Yeah, today we've got one more gloomy, chilly day out there, and then we get to have some sunshine. So hang on, it's almost here. We've got some light rain beginning to fall in Junction City this morning, so here's a live look out there. We've got the low cloud cover and drizzle. It's really just a really gloomy start to the day. We've got another look out of our West Topeka camera as well with that low cloud cover showing up a little bit of a hazy look with some fog and drizzle around. And we do have this big batch of rain coming up from the south and west, and we'll continue to see some of these scattered showers lifting off to the north and east throughout the morning today and through the early afternoon before we start to see that tapering off for us. But right now our temperatures are in the low to mid 50s. We're at 52 in Clay Center and Marysville, 55 in Manhattan, Emporia, and Topeka this morning. And we actually get to warm up a little bit today. We're not going to stay in the 50s. We'll probably make it up into the low to mid 60s this afternoon. So for your bus stop forecast, probably one more day of grabbing those jackets and umbrellas. We do have that slight chance for some scattered showers early this morning with temperatures in the low to mid 50s. But notice our winds shifting to the south and west later on today. That'll bring us these slightly warmer temperatures. We'll be able to make it up into the low to mid 60s. And then we finally get to clear this rain out overnight tonight, and we start to see the sunshine for tomorrow. We'll talk more about that and how warm we'll feel coming up.
If that doesn't get you fired up about football that's finally back, nothing will. Good morning, I'm David George, and the Kansas City Chiefs off to a hot start after getting that big win against the Houston Texans. The final score 34-20. Now this is a season unlike any other. There's the pandemic, players fighting for racial justice, and simply getting back into the grind to defend that Super Bowl championship title. Now, despite having around 17,000 fans in Arrowhead, that was it. The energy from the fans is just the same. Everyone we heard from says the same thing, that Chiefs Kingdom is ready for another championship run. And even through all the changes and precautions in place because of the coronavirus, everyone had a mask on at the stadium. Tailgating did look a little bit different for the games as cars were spaced apart to keep people socially distant. But the games, the music, the grilling, the cheering, it all continued. And some fans say they like some of the changes because it came with perks, like no traffic coming into the parking lot. And they all say it just feels good to be back.
We've been missing it for
It's
sure.
different though. It's different for sure.
You want that 75,000 plus being in there, but other than that, I mean, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Like, this is still a great experience, even throughout all the stuff going on in the world.
It's all about the football, you know, and this, the tailgate, the fact that we're getting to do this.
I'm just appreciative that we can even come and be here, honestly.
And the added bonus is seeing the Super Bowl championship flag up above Arrowhead, and even some of the Ronald McDonald Chiefs championship flags were spotted. In Topeka alone, 5,600 flags were sold with a $5 donation each, and all that money goes to Ronald McDonald House Charities. Well, the Harris family has their Chief flag waving proudly outside their home. They've been season ticket holders now for the past 16 years, but because of the pandemic, they traded their normal red stadium chairs for their basement couch.
Miss you guys!
Sherlon and her husband Warren Harris started off the night with a new tradition.
Go Chiefs!
Video chatting with their tailgate crew before the game. It's the first season they won't all be together in years.
You know, for the first time in 16 years, we're not at Arrowhead, which is really weird. I can't even describe the feeling.
But that's not stopping Sherlon from decking out in her Chiefs earrings and shoes to watch from home. Now her husband, on the other hand, feels a little different, and he's not a huge Chiefs fan. But they're both excited for football to be back, even though things look drastically different this year because of coronavirus.
Come on, dude, it's football. Yeah. It's football. You know, they can play football like NBA did in a bubble. If football had to do it in a bubble, I'd be okay with it.
So until next season, you can find the Harrises here on Football Sundays.
That was our own Dan Garrett reporting. And the Harris family says they did roll their season tickets over to next year, so they'll be able to reclaim their spot at the start of next season. Well, if there's one thing Chiefs Kingdom does really well, it's showing up for the team, whether that's at Arrowhead, at home, or even at a local business. Fans packed Skinny Sports Bar and Grill in West Topeka, and the watch party looked a little bit different than years past. Everybody wearing a mask when they weren't eating or drinking and trying to stay as far apart as possible. The fans were just excited to see their favorite Chiefs players back on the screen. And of course, they shared a few predictions for the season, and that's what sets Chiefs Kingdom apart from the rest of the league.
I think our team chemistry is good, and we'll gel together real fast, real nice, and get pretty far.
They have their gear, the lights are on, you know, they gather in the parking lot. Everybody has a common goal. They want them to win, yeah. So it's fun.
That's right. Let's keep that excitement running all season long. Well, things have just kicked off now. The Chiefs are already the clear favorites for the Super Bowl. According to Bet Online, the Chiefs have a 26% chance of representing the AFC in the big game, followed by the Ravens at 25%. Buffalo Bills ranked third, followed by the Colts, Steelers, Patriots, and Titans. The Jaguars, sadly, are the true long shot with an implied probability of 0.4%. The Super Bowl champion banner was unveiled at Arrowhead right before the game. It's way up on top. And players from both teams came together to lock arms and have a moment of silence. The teams say it was dedicated to the ongoing fight for equality in the U.S. Travis Kelce, though, looky there, he scores, and he's got his right to party. And Super Bowl MVP made a few questionable throws, but he knows how to connect when needed. And then rookie Clyde Edwards-Helaire, well, he showed up to play. He's been gaining a lot of attention, and watch this one right here. Nice little move, and he's right in the end zone. The Chiefs roll in this opener 34-20. A special display for the game was called off, though, because of weather. The B-12 Spirit, that's a stealth bomber, was slated to fly over the game. It's an aircraft that flew over the AFC Championship game. You're looking at it right there. That was between the Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans last year. Whitman Air Force Base said the flyover had to be canceled because of low cloud cover and poor visibility. And we go to meteorologist.
Yeah, and we've got some low cloud cover and some low visibility this morning too, but we've got one more day to deal with this. We do have some of those showers moving into northeast Kansas right now, moving into portions of Wabaunsee County, picking up on some light rain. Junction City, you're probably getting some light rain too. Same with Manhattan. Clay County, you're getting some rain too, and so is Concordia. So we'll continue to see that moving off to the north and east. Eventually, we'll start to see some rain in Topeka. It's knocking on our doorstep, and then we'll start to see these scattered showers tapering off for us throughout the afternoon. But until then, we'll have some pretty chilly, rainy conditions across the area. Pretty gloomy out there. We'll warm up through the upper 50s into the low 60s by lunchtime, and that's the first time we've done that in a few days. Eventually, this afternoon, we should make it up into the middle 60s. Tonight, we should fall back into the mid 50s 70s, but the thing that's helping our temperatures today is our shift in our winds. They're going to shift from the north into the west and eventually into the south too, but then they're going to start calming down throughout the overnight hours. And as we have calm winds, we might see some clearing skies tonight. Our ground is pretty wet from the last few days, so pairing all those things together, we could get some fog to develop into the early morning hours tomorrow, especially because our rain chances in tonight. That'll clear our clouds out, and then we could see that patchy dense fog early on Saturday. But look at those temperatures. We actually get to warm up into the upper 70s and low 80s tomorrow. We'll talk about one more slight chance for rain, though, coming up for Saturday afternoon. That's coming up.
As coronavirus continues to go through the state, the country, and the world, we're adding more cases here, and Governor Laura Kelly says that Kansas needs more resources just to keep up. The governor adds that she sent a letter to each member of the State Finance Council, and she's asking that group to extend the state of emergency order. The current state disaster declaration is set to expire in just 4 days on September 15th. She says the order would give critical resources to the state to respond to the pandemic. As Kansas has yet to slow down the spread of the virus, the governor says the order should be extended further.
These 9 members of the State Finance Council will effectively decide if the nearly 3 million people living in our state will be able to access the tools they need to stay healthy, stay fed, and stay in their homes as the virus continues to rage around us.
The governor wants that order extended to allow the state more time to swiftly help hospitals and first responders with protective equipment they need to stay safe, and also to expand the state's ability to test for coronavirus. New this morning, we're learning an inmate at Larned Correctional Facility has died because of coronavirus. Officials say that Junior Lee Chrismond, he tested positive for the virus on August 15th. He was taken to the hospital that same day, but apparently Chrismond had underlying medical conditions that contributed to his condition. And this marks the 5th death at that correctional facility alone. Right now, officials find over 47,200 cases in Kansas. That's along with more than 30,300 people who have recovered, but the death count is climbing. It's up to 503. Now, within the past few days, there's a little downward turn right there that you can see. This is our 14-day new case average chart, and we're still way above where we had roughly 2 months ago. That second peak was big, but this one even bigger. Washburn University is offering flu shots for students, faculty, and staff this year, but we need to correct something that we said when we originally reported this yesterday, that the shots at Washburn are not free. They cost $15 each.
Coming up on KSNT News, the 5th annual Team Blake Golf Classic is happening this weekend. What you can expect from this year's great event. I have all that and more coming up on KSNT News. Don't change that channel. We'll be right back.
Wake up with Hardee's. Get closer to me $2 sausage biscuit. You too, sweet new $3 hotcake breakfast sandwich. Come on in, $4 breakfast platter. Wake up your happy with Hardee's 2-3 more breakfast menu. Feed your happy.
I spend a lot of time with the homeowner exploring what their dream for the space is and helping them to walk through the process of turning that into reality. We start with that initial appointment and we move through those processes so we're not forgetting steps of the construction and we're not forgetting the steps of the feeling, because they're both equally important. I have so many clients that have such a special place in my heart that I wish that I could go back and we could do it all over again.
Home. These days, it's our barber shop, movie theater, home office, and home classroom. If you have your home, you have everything. That's like Grace Med, a family of medical clinics that also provide most of the other healthcare services you need. And we do it more affordably, so everyone has access. Because the way we see it, if everyone has their health, then everyone has hope. And if you have hope, you really do have everything. Grace Med, the home of hope care for everyone.
The 2020 Ford EcoSport and Escape were built for the Midwest to make driving fun and well-equipped. Want a powerful suite of driver assist technologies? You got them. Or confidence no matter the road? All yours. How about a Wi-Fi hotspot? You're plugged in. Now get 0% for 66 months plus $1,000 in trade assist, or $4,500 cash back plus $1,000 in trade assist on Escape. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
Meet Joanne, a busy mom of 5 boys who love Casey's Pizza.
going to get pizza. Yes.
Now, Casey's has curbside pickup for Joanne, so she can order online, grab dinner without even leaving the car, and enjoy a meal with her family instead of making it. Now get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each and pick them up curbside. Casey's, here for curbside pickup, here for good.
Life is tough enough these days, so join us for an hour of fun.
Better days start live.
Weekday mornings at 11 on KSNT. Wake up with Hardee's.
Hardee's new $3 hotcake breakfast sandwich. A full breakfast nestled between 2 sweet hotcakes. Wake up your happy with the new Hardee's $3 hotcake breakfast sandwich. Feed your happy.
The Downtown Topeka Weather Cam is sponsored by Blue Dot.
I hope it's a good Friday for you. Thanks for sharing your time. Well, the 5th annual Team Blake Memorial Golf Classic tees off Sunday in Topeka. KSNT News reporter James Ryan is live in Southeast Topeka this morning with a look at what you can expect from this year's event.
That's right, David. This is for all you golf enthusiasts. This is a great socially distanced outside activity that is also for a great cause. Now, the tournament is thrown by the family of Blake Kazir, who passed away from leukemia back in 2017. Through fundraisers like this, the Team Blake Foundation is able to help families of kids battling cancer with things like rent, hospital bills, or travel expenses associated with treatment.
We want to be able to help those families so they can focus solely on their child and what time they have left with them, because that's really the most important thing. We were able to do that with Blake, and we want families to do that as well with their children.
The tournament itself is a 4-person scramble, double shotgun start, 2 people per cart and 4 people per team. Organizers say players will wear masks and hand sanitizer will be available. Now, I'm told the tournament was almost canceled due to the pandemic, but Blake's family really wanted to make sure that they could host this tournament, but also host it safely. It is going to be outdoors, which means social distancing will be a little bit easier, and I think hopefully there will be some good weather for it as well. And there are still some slots available, so if this is something that you are interested in, I'm posting the information on how you can play and give over on our website, ksnt.com. Live in Southeast Topeka, James Ryan, KSNT News.
All right, James, thank you for that. Get in out of the rain, and Becky does promise some good weather as this system will be long gone by Sunday. The 5th annual Team Blake Memorial Golf Classic is Sunday. Tee off at 7 in the morning at Shawnee Country Club at 29th and Adams in Topeka.